Good afternoon, paint pouring community, or if you're new and just joining us, welcome. This is Julie Q from the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia. Today I'm going to do a double dip. So these are 40 by 50 centimetre canvases. So I'm actually going to dip directly canvas to canvas. So I usually dip on smaller ones. I have done the dip on a big one before and it turned out beautiful, so I'm kind of hoping for the same results. I'm again using the Mont Studio Acrylics and I have a pouring medium of 70/30 Mont craft glue. If you want to know my pouring medium recipe and how I mix my paints, that's information is in the drop down box underneath this video, and you have the link to my supplier in Australia, or if you're overseas in the US or Canada, there is also links there too, so just letting you know. So I'm going to get straight on with this because I just want to get into it. So I'm going to pour the white all the way around the edges, so as when I squidge the sides out, the sides will be covered hopefully in the white. I am going to do my chevron patterns in here. So the chevrons are the big V's, so it's not so important with the white, I don't suppose, but I just get the gorgeous effects with the chevron patterns every time, and get the gorgeous effects with the chevron patterns, and everyone is different. Every painting's different, even though you might kind of do the same technique. So I'm just going to use my fingers because I love getting my fingers in the paint. I must have been a finger painter in a last life. If I had one, I don't know. Who knows? Okay, so you're all at home now, being able to dedicate your time and your energy into creating. So, wow, you know, you've got to look at it as a golden opportunity, really. Through tragic circumstances for everybody in the whole wide world, but look at the opportunity we've got to be home, create and do all the jobs that we wished we'd got time for. No further wishing needed. You've got the time now, so there you go. Now I'll just show you my rainbow pour that I did the other day, trying to do the rainbow colours. This is all nice and dry now. So I'm just going to leave it to cure completely, and then I'll give it a nice really gloss coating. Kind of came out really three-dimensional, like 3D looking. I was really pleased with that, and of course it's a rainbow colours for cheer that I encouraged, you know, artists to get in on and do some rainbow colours to cheer people up. So I'm really happy with that, and I do intend doing a much larger one, a longer one. So I'm using basically the rainbow colours that I had from that particular pour left over. So here we go. Is my intricate chevron-y patterns. Now, the thing I did learn about doing the dips with, I haven't ever done a dip and it not work out, except for the other week when I did a dip and the paint was really thin, and I dipped on the bubble wrap and it just come out a big mess. I mean, thankfully in the end it turned out beautiful, but I had to work it to get it to turn out beautiful. But what I learned was you just can't dip if your paints are too thin, And I'm just hoping that these, because this is looking a little bit thin, but because they were made up for a previous pour, so I'm just hoping that they're not too thin. So yeah, that was the thing, is just don't have your paints too thin if you're going to dip, because it just seems to go to mushka. So keeping with the V's, but just doesn't have to be. Ooh, I have to push my paints a bit further up. I think my table under here is becoming a work of art on its own. It's got so much interesting patterns and paint spills there, but it still looks interesting. So these, the chevrons, always seem to give a really nice effect. Oops, 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 oops. Might come back to that colour, let's see. So that was the Mont Brilliant Red, then the orange, and then this is the yellow in the Mont Marte. Go the other way. Oops. Just hoping this is not too thin, because when oh geez, concentrate. I just seen that piece hanging from the bottom of my cup, and now I've given it a big blob there. So yeah, I'm just gonna try my best anyway, and that's all you can do, is try your best. Anything doesn't turn out, then don't get upset with it, just seeing it as a learning curve, or try and get out of the situation by, if something's not turned out good, keep working it and see if you can get something good out of the bad situation. Okay, so red, orange and yellow, green, oops. This would probably be far easier if you put your colours into squeezy bottles, because obviously, especially if you're a beginner, because it is far easier to go completely off tether with a cup when you're pouring out an amount like I'm doing at present time. Just stick with it. But yeah, if you are a beginner or even advanced, it's so good to have a go at these dips in chevrons. It's just so rewarding, because especially if you're a beginner, I suppose, because 99% of the time you get really good results from a dip, so then it gives you encouragement to, you know, push on and try it again. Okay, I want to get some, I'm just going to put a bit of silver in here. I've got this silver left. Always I mix the silver a lot thicker, so this will be thicker than some. Oops. Oops daisy. Do that on the very edges. Go up and down. I've got plenty of colour in there, I believe. Let's get rid of this last little bit of silver, I don't want to waste it. I always make my metallics up quite a bit thicker, because metallics just seem to sink in a painting if you don't. So hence why my metallics are that little bit thicker than some. Okay, I've got those colours. I want to get some brightness in this now, so I'm going to add this dark purple, which is lovely, lovely, lovely. Yeah, it's got basically every colour of the rainbow in there. Okay, okie doke. That's probably about it. Just gonna, the indigo or navy, which is phthalo blue, I'm just gonna easy wizzy all over it. Just giving it a little. What is the artist that used to do all this kind of, is it Jason Pollock? I know that his was abstract, but I'm not sure if it was the one I'm thinking of, but I know Pro Art. I think he was the Australian painter. He did some really wild abstract, but very very successful artist. Okay, that does look like, I'm not going to say it. Okay, let's do this, people. Let's do this. So I'll clean my hands off, so I don't want to try not to put as much paint on the back of this. No, let's hope magic happens. There you go. So it's basically just, I'm not going to worry too much about that. It's just gently pressing. I have put it on push pins, so I am going to have that movement where while I'm pushing down, it's going to sort of bend with it. So there might be a chance that there's some part of this second canvas that's not coated. But I mean, some people use cards and all sorts to flatten it out or spread it out. I just use my hands. I just find that that's equally as good, because if you do get any blank spaces on the canvas when you turn it over, then that's a perfect opportunity to do some balloon work on it. Balloon kissing, rolling, sliding, whatever you choose. Just it's burping out colour. Okay, I won't worry about the sides this stage. What I'm going to do now, which I haven't tried with a big canvas, is give it a flip to transfer the colour over onto the other one. Now, so that hopefully then I'll give you the colour on both, you know, equally on both sides. So I'm just hoping that I'm not giving it a big room to go crazy and come on, please be a stunner. Okay, I think that may do. I just love it when these turn out, you turn it over and they're so bright and vibrant. But if you followed my journey, you'll know that I've turned them over and it's, oh my goodness, a big dog's breakfast. I'm thinking I'll go the other side of my table to pull it towards me. Oh no, too far. My table's too wide. I'm only a short person. I haven't got the, okay, I've got to take it away from me. Oh, geez, Louise. That's quite a big mess, but I'm going to work with that. I'll show you the other one. Oh my giddy eye. That is a flipping, it literally a flipping, oh, stunner. Wait a second, be patient. Look at that. Oh, I've got my hand under there. I'm going to work with it. I have to put it back so I don't wreck it. I could definitely put something else on that. Love this. That is too much paint left in there, so in the center, and if I leave too much paint too thick it will crack, so I will come back. Oh my gosh, that is gorgeous. It really is. Oh, I still get excited with these dips when they turn out like that. I just grab a piece of old puppy pea pad to wipe my balloon on. I'm gonna get rid of some of that thickness on this one. Maybe I'll try dipping. Well, I'll use the balloon to push in and then dip in areas that I can see is not as much paint. But look at that. Oh my goodness. It's beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, just the areas that have got that bit of chunkiness left. Paint's thick in the area, then you need to do something to take some of it away, just because it will, or it could end up cracking. Oh, this round here, oh, it's just gorgeous. And I don't really want to do anything else with that. There's a few bald spots, so obviously I'm better to collect some paint from an area. There's a bald spot, but look at that. How stunning. I think it is anyway. And that's ultimately, it's only you, it's your art, your rules, that's got to worry about how pleased or not pleased you are with it. And I am absolutely loving that. It's just got some interesting little, it's got so much interest coming up in it, just faces, bird, webbing. It is gorgeous, really is gorgeous. Oh, please give this a go. I have an acrylic pouring group, an Australian acrylic pouring group on Facebook, so if you give this a go, please join my Australian acrylic pouring group, and I will definitely get to have a look at your work there. That is gorgeous. It is so gorgeous, and yet the other one looks completely different, but it is stunning. It literally is stunning. I will hold it up for you. Just let me give it one little balloon kiss. Oh, doesn't actually need anything, this one, the second one, because the paint is so thick on it. But I love leaving that white. Look at this. Look at this. It is gorgeous. I love it. I will post photos at the end of this video, and please let me know what you think. I just think it's stunning, and I hope you like it too. So if you're going to comment, be kind. If you haven't got anything nice to say, then it's best not to say it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Drop me a line, give me a thumbs up please, that would be nice. Oh, I am so happy with this. It's so bright and vibrant. This is just what the doctor ordered. Literally is. I'm trying to give you a close-up of this, but my camera's not cooperating. Come on. Oh, there you go. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful, and it's, you can get results like this. Just follow my directions in the paint mixing. If you've got, you can get the same paints because there's links to them below. Also below is a link to my beginners videos that will show you how to mix your paints and what to buy and so on and so forth. So have a look at that too if you are only just a beginner. And oh my goodness, just so rewarding, so much fun. And look what you can give as gifts for Christmas, birthdays, or just because you can, gifts to friends and neighbours. There you go. Happy with that. Happy Jen. Happy Jen. Thank you. Thank you guys for subscribing. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. I appreciate it, and it costs you absolutely nothing. So until next time, bye for now. Stay safe and create.